The CWD data warehouse allows users to store and manage data related to chronic wasting disease surveillance and monitoring. Here, I'll describe the types of information in each collection, which can be thought of as different data sets. Let's start with the sample collection. This includes information on cervid tissue samples collected for CWD surveillance. These can be from multiple species and sources, such as hunter-harvest, vehicle collisions, captive cervids, or targeted removals. You can store information such as animal ID, species, location, date sampled and date harvested, and all testing data. The structure is flexible and can accommodate custom fields for storing information that might not fit under existing headings. The cervid facility collection describes captive cervid facilities in your region, including cervid farms, preserves, and breeding areas. You can store facility and owner details, facility conditions and activities, and herd composition. These data can be useful for CWD surveillance planning and outbreak response. The processor collection is for storing information about meat processors and taxidermists. This includes numbers of cervids processed, disposal methods, and other on-site activities. Similar to cervid facility data, this can be helpful for risk assessments and sampling quotas. Next, the disposal site collection describes locations where cervid carcasses and parts may be permanently disposed of, such as landfills, plus temporary disposal locations, such as dumpsters or sample collection sites. This can be useful for tracking sample and tissue disposal, as well as planning surveillance activities. The demography collection summarizes cervid population metrics at the agency management unit scale. This can include harvest numbers and estimates of abundance, density, reproduction, and mortality. Including proxies or estimates is fine if needed. Demographic data are used in several models to understand potential risks for CWD introduction and spread. The agency expense collection describes costs including testing, sample collection, outreach materials, staff, transportation, and shipping. These records can be used in the warehouse to determine the most efficient and effective use of agency resources. Finally, the annual surveillance collection describes surveillance goals and allows monitoring of progress for each season year. These surveillance goals can be set based on analyses within the warehouse, and the collection can be used for real-time tracking of surveillance progress. It can also be helpful in retrospect to see changes in the goals and scope of surveillance over time. Agencies retain ownership of the data and control access to the data they store in the warehouse. You can find details on this and exact definitions of data entries for each collection in the warehouse manual.